What's happening, Marvel people? We got all new, all different Marvel week number 9. And this week was supposed to be all about Daredevil, as you can see. But, you know what? I've got some new, there was just something so great about X-Men, specifically. Oh, I'm just gonna show you. Fuck this. I am about to spoil the fuck out of all new X-Men number 1. If you don't want to be spoiled, turn this shit off right motherfucking now. We have baby Nightcrawler. He's a baby. He's so little and he's so cute. I just want to grab him and I want to love him. And I want to love him. I want to kiss him. He's so cute. I wish I had a baby Nightcrawler, but I have a fat kitty. But in reality, I am really loving the all-new X-Men number 1, and there's a lot of Marvel books right now that are just telling stories, but this is giving us some much-needed characterization, especially with Cyclops, so I really like it, and I really want more of this. I want so many issues of this. But back to Daredevil number 1, we've got Blindspot. It's Daredevil's new sidekick. He's pretty cool, and the art in this is fantastic. Frank Millerian a little bit, but if you want to learn more about Blindspot, I suggest you check out Marvel Point 1. This came out way back when all new, all different Marvel originally first came out. It gives a little backstory on him. He's like a Chinese or Asian, I don't know, some Oriental exchange student or some bullshit. He invents an invisibility suit, and he's pretty cool. I'm not sure how much they're going to focus on Blindspot, but at the end of this, we do get a really sick villain reveal. So, I'm really looking forward to this villain. He's really creepy. His name is Ten Fingers, and, just, I don't know. It's weird, it's creepy, and I hope it's going to be great. Next up, we got Totally Awesome Hulk number 1. This is Amadeus Cho. He's the new Hulk. He's like a 19-year-old super genius. I believe they say he's the 6th smartest person in Marvel, which is still really damn smart. So, they don't really explain how he got the powers or where Bruce Banner is. It might be a remnant of Secret Wars, which is still not finished, but doesn't really matter. This is a fun book with the Hulk. Teenager with the Hulk, and he could kind of control it a little bit, but he still gets like some of these Hulk influences in his brain, like some impulses, but Totally Awesome Hulk. I'm really looking forward to where they go with this. This is such an odd idea, but I just love the idea, and I cannot wait for more. We got Spidey number 1. This is a look back to Spider-Man's teenage years. And if you think about it, Spider-Man was only a teenager in high school in like the 60s and in Ultimate Spider-Man. Those were like the only two like ongoing series. But this is really fun, you know, quick one-page origin, not unlike the Doctor Strange one-page origin. Really good. We all know the origin, but it's nice to see it again, and it's all wrapped up in one page. But this looks like it's going to be a really fun book. I mean, they've changed a couple of things in the canon because it is all new, all different Marvel, and they can mess with the history a little bit. This is technically a different universe, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they incorporate it. It's pretty weird. I mean, Spider-Man, he's like using hashtags and Twitter and shit, but you would think like he would be on AOL Instant Messenger or some shit. I mean, I don't know. It's they're playing loose with it, but I don't really mind. A young Spider-Man book. Let's hope it's gonna be good, because I've heard a couple of things about the people, the creative team, but I hope they get it right. The first issue was solid and it's fun, so you can't really go wrong with Spider-Man, especially in this all new, all different Marvel. So, dude, that was long-winded as fuck. All new Inhumans number 1. Now, contrary to the uncanny Inhumans, which is more of a traditional, crazy sci-fi comic book storyline, this is a more political book. I mean, that doesn't sound really fun, but it is really good. You know, it's just there's so many conflicts going on with like the mutants and the Inhumans, and the Terrigen Mists. Like the Inhumans are following across the Earth, so they go to different nations and they're trying to recruit new Inhumans, and it's very fascinating stuff. And you know, mutants and Inhumans are butting heads, but some people are trying to work together, and this is really good. I think this first issue was better than the Uncanny Inhumans first issue, so we'll just see where it goes from there. We've got Red Wolf #1, and there's not really much to say about this. Most of the first issue takes place in the 1872 Marvel Universe. And that was a new thing that was created. Like, what if all the Marvel characters were in the Old West? One of these characters, Red Wolf, he travels to the all-new, all-different Marvel Universe, but most of this book is just spoiling the fuck out of 1872, which I never got a chance to read, so I gotta go back and read that, and it's still unknown how he's gonna factor into the new, all-different Marvel Universe, but it's intriguing. We've got another Guardians of the Galaxy book. It's just hard to piece these things together because there is Guardians of the Galaxy going right now, there's a Drax book, there's this book, there's going to be a Rocket and Groot book, and it's hard to keep track of when in the timeline things are going on, but this is a really, really solid Guardians of the Galaxy book. I mean, this book, it shows like a bunch of different future Guardians of the Galaxy teams, like alternate Guardians of the Galaxy teams, and it's really good stuff. If you like Guardians, you just gotta get it. We've got all new, all different Avengers #2. Now, basically, this is just an action book. I'm not sure how many complex storylines are going to arise from these Avengers, but you know, it's fun seeing these guys come together. Really great dialogue, really solid character interactions, and it's just great to see all of these people on one page. This one's big, it's bright, it's colorful, and I'd say it's very solidly entertaining. We've got Doctor Strange #3, and this is another great, solid Doctor Strange book. I mean, this is still one of my favorite all-new, all-different Marvel books, but looking back at this issue, this is basically like the same storyline from the second issue, so it's gonna get there. It's building slowly towards something big, but it's still really good. Doctor Strange, you gotta check it out. I mean, for the art alone, it's really, really crazy, strange, fantastic. I'm loving Doctor Strange, don't get me wrong. Oh man, Extraordinary X-Men was so damn good. I mean, the highlight this week is there's a bunch of new teenage mutants, and basically the sanctuary of mutants is being attacked by demons. These kids step up and they're using their powers and they're doing everything they can, and then Storm is like, X-Men! She gives them orders and shit, and they're just like freaking out. They're like, oh my god, Storm called us X-Men, like we gotta get in there, we gotta fight. And it's such a really good moment. And also there's a great conversation about, it's a young Jean Grey and old man Logan. They're debating about whether or not they should go back and join the X-Men. So this was such a good issue. The X-Men, I mean, people are complaining that Marvel is not really doing shit with the X-Men. Like, they're complaining about how Marvel is handling the X-Men, but these X-Men books have been some of the best all-new, all-different Marvel. So just, if it says X-Men on it, just pick it up and read it. Yeah, I wasn't exactly sure on how Howard the Duck is going to turn out, but this second issue was just fantastic. I mean, most of it was this short story that's not even about Howard, and it's about these two clones. They're the clone of Rocket Raccoon and the clone of Howard the Duck. It's Linda and Sprocket, and it just shows like their whole origin and their journey to where they get to be in the Howard the Duck #1. So that was fantastic. And also at the end you get another little short story about Gwenpool and Howard the Duck running around. And Gwenpool is really great. I think she's going to get a Christmas special soon, so just keep an eye out for that. But Howard the Duck, man, this surprises me, this amazes me. Man, really, really good. The Invincible Iron Man #4. Now, most of this issue was a really awesome, self-aware, moonlit ninja battle on the beach, and this is just really, really fun stuff. I'm really loving what this new Iron Man armor can do, and they just do a lot of amazing things with that new armor. And we get a couple more Doom developments, and we Mary Jane, she's in the last 2 pages, so they could put her all over the cover. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see next time to see how Mary Jane factors into this. I mean, on the cover she has like a Stark badge, so, but when we see her, she's doing something totally different. So Invincible Iron Man, Brian Michael Bendis, you cannot skip an issue. We've got Nova #2, and there's not a lot of story things that happen in this, but I gotta say that this is another solid Nova issue. I'm really liking Sam Alexander. This is all about Sam. He's a really good character, and things are gonna pick up. There's something going on with his dad. It's some kind of replacement. I don't know if it's a Skrull or something, but he knows something's up, and I think he's probably gonna go on a journey into space to try and find him. But it was nice seeing Sam Alexander as a kid trying to balance being a kid and being Nova. I really like seeing that. So Nova, it's I don't think it's a must read, but if you're gonna read it, you will like it. And the Vision, man, this is such a breath of fresh air. This is a synthezoid family drama. I mean, there's family issues. I mean, we've got the wife, she's keeping secrets from her husband, and we have the troubled adolescent getting in trouble at school. But when that happens to this Vision synthezoid family, it's just weird, and it's different, and this is so well thought out. This is one of the most thought out, planned out books. It's like you have a team of like 50 people writing this book, like all coordinated together with a bunch of different ideas, and this is just fantastic stuff. You've got to be reading The Vision. I mean, it says The Visions here, but I think the comic book title is just The Vision. But anyway, I don't want to spoil this. I don't want to give too much away, because this is just fantastic. You have to read. This is a must read in All New, All Different Marvel. But that was it. All New, All Different Marvel week 9, I believe it was. And, you know, as always, check out the link below for the Facebook community. I post every week what's going to come out in All New, All Different Marvel. So if you're just flipping through Facebook, you can see a bunch of pictures of all the new comic book covers that are coming out. So I think it's a nice, you know, convenient thing. You don't have to go anywhere, search, oh, what new Marvel, all new Marvel books are coming out. You just see it right there. Just join that Facebook community. Also check out ComicPop, one of my favorite comic book YouTube channels. They do some great videos. I mean, they got their back issues series. I'm always watching back issues. When my videos are uploading, I'm watching back issues. But yeah, that's it. It's a really, really, really good week, and just keep an eye out for next week. Next week, oh my God, there's gonna be something so great next week. Just hang in there. It's gonna be fucking awesome. I can't wait for next week, but I'm gonna be up all night.